A 12-year-old boy's life was put at risk in Cavan General Hospital this week. So on Monday at 2 o'clock, a 12-year-old boy, Aaron, was admitted to Cavan General Hospital in extreme pain, and an ultrasound was carried out and appendicitis was diagnosed. And he was told his parents were told he would be kept overnight and keyhole surgery would be performed the next morning and he'd be home in a few hours. On Monday night, Tuesday morning around 3 a.m, he was in extreme pain, and the nurse constantly repeatedly called for a doctor to come to see him and examine him. No doctor came. He was left there. He was prepped for operation on Tuesday morning from, say, 10 a.m. on. He'd been fasting all this time and no food, no water. He wasn't brought to theatre until 10:20 p.m. So he was supposed to go in first thing in the morning, 10:20 p.m. So he was a whole day without food, without water, and in pain. And there was other children getting food in the ward, and he was left, he couldn't eat. His mouth was all dry and sore because he couldn't drink. His parents were told that the operation went well, okay? So then at 4:30 yesterday, he couldn't breathe. His eyes were rolling in his head, and he actually said to his mother, "I think I'm going to die." Thankfully, they are very friendly with some of the organisers of the North East Sepsis Awareness Campaign, and all the symptoms indicated sepsis. So he's been treated now for sepsis and has responded well, thankfully, to that treatment. But I mean, the issue is here, like, the standard of care was atrocious. The calls by the nurse for a doctor to come to see him in the middle of the night were ignored. He was left for 27 hours without food and water. And now sepsis, like, hopefully he recovers from sepsis. But if sepsis gets into your body, it doesn't leave. So that can reoccur at any time. And it's the biggest killer in the world. But for those who do survive sepsis, as I said, they can have serious consequences. And I've known people who've lost limbs as a result of it. And I know Senator McCartney had a very good briefing in the AP room on this last week, and I know I raised it here before. So all of those issues are very serious, and so I think I want to commend NESA for the work they're doing, the North East Sepsis Awareness, on creating awareness of this, and we need to see our health professionals recognising the symptoms and responding immediately. But there's no excuse for what this child went through in Cavan General Hospital. We go in there expecting a standard of care, and, you know, I presume most people get it, but I'm very concerned now that any child would be left like this, a child in particular, they should get priority. So I want this highlighted with the Minister for Health so that we can get a response on what happened in Cavan General Hospital this week.